Hey guys, just wanted to kind of show you what happens if you order some more sensors from SimpliSafe. Anyway, I just got a couple more sensors I wanted to add to the garage, and thought I'd show you how this works out here. Packing slip. There's one of my sensors right there. A motion sensor and a door sensor. Let's make sure that everything is in here like it's supposed to be, and it looks like it is. There's the door sensor, and here is my motion sensor. So I'm going to have to read the instructions on how to add this to my existing system and get right back to you. Alright guys, looks like there are a couple of ways to do this. One is with the syncing keychain remote, or you can just put them into the keypad. So I've opted to try the keypad first, since my base station is hidden and not easily to get to. So it says press menu. Okay, enter my PIN. Okay, component, enter. Entry sensor, enter.
Please enter the sensor number found at the bottom of the new component. Entry sensor added.
Well, that seemed pretty easy. Alright, now we have to do it again.
Please select the type of component you'd like to add.
Alright, let's scroll through here. Motion sensor, enter.
Please enter the sensor number found at the bottom of the new component. Motion sensor added.
Alright. Now, to test your system, scroll right to number 5. Alright, well, let's go ahead and install these. I'll get back to you in 1 second as soon as I find my remote control here. Alright guys, here I am in my garage, and I'm going to install the new motion sensor. I mean, this thing is really easy to install, not a problem. It has a sticky back on it that you can use if you just want to stick it to something, but this is kind of a dirty and coarse, so I just went ahead and screwed it into the wall so it wouldn't have any problems. Let me go get the sensor and stick it on there real quick. Be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I actually had the damn thing the whole time, so that's awesome. But yeah, you just stick this on here, and that's all there is to it, and then you just pull the tab. Alright guys, wanted to show you a little trick here. When you're doing your doors, something I learned the hard way is that I like to put the large sensor part, the transmitter, I like to put this on the part that doesn't move. So I like to stick this. Yeah, I might have to screw this one down into there because I don't like how that's looking. Alright, well let me get the stuff to screw that in there, because I'm just not liking this being double-sided sticky tape to this, because this is just not smooth, it's porous, this is moist and stuff. It's just, I don't think that that's going to stay there very well. So going to go the screw route on this one, which I've never had to do before, by the way. All right, guys, as you can see, all I did was put a screw into the center piece of this wood, and that's on there real nice and tight. So then you just slide it onto the mount, just like that. And then the other side, here we go. We're going to just peel the sticky tape and put it right there at the top. And we're going to see these hash marks right here. You want to keep it in between these two lines. There's one right here and one right here. You want to put this one right in the center. So there's nothing to this at all. So I'm just going to take this, and part of what's cool about this particular door is that it is also metal, so this magnet sticks to this door real well too. So anyway, so there's the motion sensor I just added right there. There's the door sensor, and between the two of those, I think the garage is pretty well covered. Well, I'm back. I installed the new sensors that were not part of my original system. When you get the system, it'll all of your sensors and everything are all pre-programmed and already part of your base station, and you don't have to do anything with those. So I hadn't ever added more sensors, which is one of the beautiful things about this alarm system, is that later on when you get a little bit more money or you see another security need arise, you can just simply add to your system just like you saw me do. One thing I'm not sure was clear, because I was trying to, install those and talk at the same time, but I put the large, the actual transmitter on the top, magnet on the bottom, and I think I said that, but what I didn't tell you is why. The first one that I did the reverse. I actually put the transmitter on the door, and you can do that, there's nothing wrong with that. But what ended up happening with mine is that it was on the door part, and the door actually swung out away from the house. So one day it was raining, and the sensor part was on the door, and I had the door open while it was raining, and it just soaked the sensor. By some miracle, the sensor still works fine. It got completely soaked. I mean, there was water running out of it and everything, but did not ruin it. So that shows some of the durability, but it's just better that you have the electronics in the house where there's no way they can get wet. And then the other part is just a magnet. It can get wet, it's not going to hurt it. So anyway, I just wanted to go over what's it been like using this system after a year, if I had any problems. And yeah, I had one problem that ended up having to be fixed that I need to share with you guys, so you guys kind of can avoid it if possible. My base station, when I got mine, came with the T-Mobile SIM card in it. You don't get a choice unless you call them ahead of time and say that you wanted something else. But anyway, mine came with the T-Mobile SIM card in it, and it worked fine for a long time, like 6-7 months or whatever. The base station couldn't call out, or there was delays, and it was just acting really wonky. So I called customer service, and all they do is they send you out just this really small module, and you just take the base part off the base station, and you just switch out these little chips, which is totally easy to do. It's not a problem at all. And then I switched from T-Mobile to Verizon. Those are the two choices that you have. They have T-Mobile or Verizon. And where I live, Verizon is significantly better than T-Mobile where I'm at right here. For me, when I switched out to the Verizon SIM, that cleared up all my problems, and that was the only problem that I had. And they did all of that for free. They overnighted me the chip and everything. I haven't had any problems with that. Other than setting off the alarm by accident myself a couple of times. And then when you do that, I mean, the dispatch, is on the phone within, I've never had it take longer than 10 seconds. I mean, they are fast. So I've never had any problems there. So overall, I'm very happy with the system. I couldn't be happier. It's super easy to install. I'd rather do everything myself, and this system allows me to do that. I pay my monthly fee. I've had no trouble with it. It's never failed. I've got no problems. It's peace of mind. And I highly recommend it if you're in the market for a security system like this, and you want something that you can do yourself that costs you less money. I don't see how you could go wrong with this one. If you guys have the same system, SimpliSafe, comment in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of your system. What are your experiences, pluses or minuses? Any installation tips from anybody else out there that have installed it and you saw something that I could have done better or faster or something like that, or your personal experiences, anything of that nature, definitely fire up a conversation down there. And like always, like, comment, and subscribe, and feel free to watch any of my other videos as well. You guys have a good one. We'll catch you next time on that end.